So, guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing pretty good. I'm not going to be long today. I pretty much just want to share a trade I think I may be actually interested in doing tomorrow, which is going to be Monday. Today is April the 30th, and it's currently 11:48 at night. It's currently for to be the next day, which is pretty much be Monday. So, what I'm looking at is actually Netflix, guys. Currently, right now, this chart here is on a daily. And another thing too, I'm going to upload this audio to the podcast that pretty much is developing. And this podcast, to be honest with you guys, is just practically just showing the plays and stuff like that that I see. And I'm not even sure if you guys pretty much willing to consume that content, but I just want to be able to listen to myself in the car instead of trying to watch it on the phone and stuff of that nature. It's just easy to digest the content while you're in your car. So me being able to hear my thoughts, how I kind of see things, I felt as if it would be pretty cool for you guys to check it out too. If you guys pretty much like how I trade. So long story short, I'm looking at Netflix, and to be honest with you, I'm not biased on this particular trade, but I will say I think Netflix is most definitely going up to the upside. Currently, right now, um, I'm on the daily chart, and we can see that Netflix most definitely had a huge drop on what date this is right here. We had a huge drop on Tuesday, April the 19th, 2022, I think it is. And we pretty much has been on the uptrend ever since then. We have been working our way up. And for those who don't know, we pretty much been having a lot of some nice rallies, like within the Dow, S&P, and also the NASDAQ as well. I thought I had these set up on my screen. Let me go to the NASDAQ real quick because I'm quite sure that's where Netflix trade. As you can see right here, man, we looking good. NASDAQ looking good. We're currently at 13, what is this? 1333.8, 13,338, I think it is. And we're approaching a resistance level of 13,659. Um, I'm not sure if we could do that in one day, but I will say it seems as if we most definitely on a very strong uptrend to be able to see what's going to happen when we get there. The proof will be in the pudding. On the back to Netflix, basically. The reason why we're there because it's NASDAQ. Netflix also tracing Netflix pretty much is in the community of NASDAQ. And by the healthiness of the NASDAQ on the run up, it's most definitely, I feel as if it's giving a little light to Netflix itself. And Netflix, as we can see, like once again, is on a nice uptrend. For those who don't know how I trade, the very bottom of the trend, I'm sorry, we're trending up, but we're trending up in a channel. The very bottom of the channel is usually I have three lines within the channel. I have a solid line, a dotted line, and a dash line. Now, a lot of times within the solid line is pretty much my area of the strongest of the channel at the bottom and also the top side. If you log in on YouTube, you take a look at this video, you'll kind of see how I do things. The dotted line is the second strongest line of defense. A lot of times I'm able to catch plays off the bottom going to the top side. And then I have the dotted line, which pretty much represents your weakest line of support. And a lot of times what happens is when price comes to this area, whether if it's on the bottom side of the channel or the top side of the channel, what happens is price usually break through this area and go to the one of the medium strength or the strongest side. And once it hits those lines, it comes back into the weakness line and it pretty much just recharges and bounce back and forth from that range until it decides to um break through the weakest line again. With that being said, seeing that we're on the channel on a daily, that's the overall perspective of what I see so far. I'm going to actually go down to around the 1 hour. And after the 1 hour, I'll go down to the 5 minute. And I'm sorry, due to the congestion of this particular trade. I know a lot of people be talking about the lines, but I'm sorry, man, that's pretty much how I trade. So another thing too I have here, I have my buyer's levels. And I'm not going to go too far deep into um, all this over here, guys. I'm pretty much just going to stay in the range of what we trading at. Currently, right now, the range we are trading at is going to be 332.52, and what is this down here? 318.36. So we pretty much can see clearly where we actually trading at. What date this is right here? This is 27 on no, it's Friday. On the 20th of April, we did a range in the lows of the pre-market lows was going to be 324 even, and the highs is actually 329. So currently right now we also on the lower time frame, on the hourly time frame, we're actually trading in a upward wedge. We're actually going up, and the counters are the buying counters are actually getting a little small. So with that being said, we also had ended on a bullish trend. Now, us trading within this range of what is this right here? Which we're trading in the range of what is it? 318.36. No, I'm sorry. No. 330, 324, and 330. I feel as if we have room to the top side, which is going to be 332.52. And that high was actually made on the 24th of April, which was actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about a week ago. Now that's where the meat is at in this area right here. But we also have a wick that shoots up to around 334. But if I decide to jump in this trade on the bullish position, um, I'm looking forward to actually probably getting out around 332. 330 seem to be, I think we can most definitely shoot past that. But another thing is what I would like to happen. I am bullish on this particular trade, but I'm not biased. We may actually fall down to actually recharge. Let me go from the 1 hour down to a 5 minute real quick. And I could be super long to make this, to bring light to what I'm actually saying, but I know this video will cut off on me. I think it's like 15 minutes that it cut off on you. So as we can see now, on Friday morning, we dropped down a little bit to this buyer's area, which is 324, which is going to be 324.46 is the entry. And if we break through 324 even, I feel as if we'll go to the bottom side. But that's actually a buyer's level that I have. So a price coming this particular area falls on a retest, or retracement, to test the lows of this area. I would like to get in on this area here as well. That's the best price to actually get in on this particular trade. Now, I do have a buyer's level a little before this area, and it's going to be 327.48. I'm kind of apprehensive about trying this level because we have already tested this level, I think, 3 times. And that entry point of the next buyer's level is 327.48 to 327.10. So pretty much I would pretty much enter this trade here at 327.48. And if it break below 327.10, I actually will consider getting out of the trade and taking the very next position, which is down below, which I mentioned earlier, 324.46 to 324 flat. Another thing too that I'm looking, it's just a nice setup, I feel, man. Um, like I said, the early morning on Friday, we had a nice rally. After the rally, this thing actually moved, what is it, like $6, and it retraced it back to what is this, 330. We went down like $3 and some change, well, $2 and some change, and we actually held those lows in those particular areas. So practically, man, if we actually fall a little in pre-market, and if 327 actually hold, and if I see a nice setup in this particular range of 327.48 and 327.10, I'm considering taking that trade to the upside, hoping that we'll break through 330, 330.60 and getting out around 332.52. That's like the perfect trade. Now I will say that there's a lot of movement. I'm not sure we'll be able to take that move. That movement will actually happen all in one day. I may consider taking a lot of times I do same day expirational options, but I'm looking forward to the 327s though, to be honest with you. I'm hoping that we can retest the 327s 10. And if that holds, if I see a nice setup, I'm most definitely going to take a call option out of that and hoping we could take that to the upside. Now, if it retraces to 327, 327.10, and I see some weakness around 330, but it shows bullish action, I think I'm gonna hold those. Another thing, so I may take like 3 contracts on this. I will pretty much take it to 327.10. I would jump 3 contracts, jump in, route it to the upside, sell 2, and let one run once we get to 330.60. See how that will take. And if it break loose from there, I may even consider jumping into adding 2 more contracts with the one as a runner from the previous trade. Now, if this thing come down to all the way to 324, um, That's to be honest. I know I talked a lot of trash about 327.10, but if you guys watching it on YouTube, you can see this pattern. Now, a lot of times we all know um, rising the riding what is it rising wedges pretty much will fall at the price gets it has become squeezed. And if that being said, 324 would not be that's like the best trade to be honest with you. I mean, but we'll see, man. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Things could do the complete opposite, but I got to be honest. If we retrace back to the lows, I'm looking forward to taking some positions in the buyers levels that I have, which are 327.48 to 327.10, and a buyers level at 324.46 to 324 flat. Now I do have low levels lower than that, and the levels that comes after the 324 flat is going to be 319.95 to 319.51, and then we have a level at 319.04 to 318.36. So practically, I'm looking for the bullet side on this, man. I'm most definitely looking for the bullet side. If we can find that, if we can do that tomorrow, I most definitely will be a happy man. Hopefully, everything will work out pretty cool. Now, another thing, like I said earlier, everything within the indexes. Let's go to the Dow Jones real quick. DJI, where you at, Joe? Okay, the Dows also look extremely bullish. We for the most definitely retest some areas in the Dow. I'm not sure if the Dow could do this all in one day. Hopefully, it will. And I just feel we on a nice upward trend. From 3,499 all the way to the next level. The next level of resistance is going to be 342.14 to 343.39. So that's the next level of resistance. Now, another thing too, we had a nice run up last Friday. Honestly, like for the last past 2 days or so, we had like a nice run up. Now, the market could most definitely pull back, which would then um, caused me to take no trades on Netflix so far. Currently, that's the only trade I've pretty much seen in the market that I was pretty much interested in. Hopefully, we can take that sucker all the way up, man. We can catch one of those buyers levels and run up to the top. Now, I will say though, the overall sentiment so far does seem to be extremely bearish. But I think before we continue with the bullish, I'm sorry, everything's pretty much been bullish. But for us to continue in the bullish sentiment, I think we're going to have a slight pullback throughout the day. So that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Um, I'm just trying to be a little more consistent, not a little more consistent, but continue to be consistent with my trading and also documenting my mindset, my ideas. And I got to be honest, guys, when you actually do this and you go back and listen to yourself, you can see where you was most definitely, you can see how you're growing as a trader. You can see how you're growing within your skill set. And I pretty much recommend people to do this, man. Start putting yourself on audio. Go back and listen to it, whether it's going to be a podcast or you got a hard drive to basically just to document all your stuff. You know what I mean? It most definitely helps out for certainly. So y'all take care, man. Be blessed. Once again, it's Hello US. Hello US Trading. Follow the YouTube. Shoot out on the tweet, Instagram. It is what it is. Y'all be blessed. Take care.